It is a new chapter in the history of Victoria's only daily newspaper, the Times Colonist. Less than a week ago, the paper began charging a limited paywall subscription fee for people to view online content, which means there are only a few headlines that remain free to online readers. The TC says it needed to consider a new business model to cover the cost of producing news for all of its platforms, including smartphones and tablets. But the move has upset many readers and some advertisers. Astrid Brunschmidt joins us live with more on that story. Astrid.
Well, Hudson, as we know, the local news market is competitive, but having to pay for content is also becoming the norm. So really, only time will tell if providing news for a fee will work. How much will you pay for local news? The Times Colonist hopes you'll pay up to $9.95 per month for unlimited access to its website. The subscription service began last week. An article clarifying the paper's position hit a nerve with readers. 150 comments followed. Most said they won't pay and will find free local news elsewhere. But one loyal reader offered this suggestion. If I have to pay, which I don't mind doing, I want an ad-free website. That's not what the TC's online advertisers want to hear, especially when every click counts.
People are now just shopping online before they go into a store to see what kind of merchandise they have, because everyone is so busy now. They want to make sure that they're going to the right place and saving time. Love
Dodd says he only found out about the paper's new subscription fee while surfing online.
It is a big concern for us as an advertiser because we're already paying for our online presence with the Times Colonist. And what happens is that now the customer has to pay to find their advertising online, and I'm not in favor for it.
Postmedia, which owns the Times Colonist, is testing the subscription service in Victoria and Montreal. It's an attempt to offset the cost of producing news on multiple platforms, including online. But a communications professor at Royal Roads University wonders how long the pilot will last.
Paid content is becoming the norm under certain conditions. The Wall Street Journal can offer a freemium model because the Wall Street Journal offers proprietary information you can't get elsewhere. Headline news is not that kind of information. There are a lot of competitors out there that are still offering headline news for free.
Calls to the publisher of the Times Colonist were not returned today. Advertisers say they'll watch the web hits closely to see if there is any change. Wilkes expects there will be.
Will the entire audience bounce back? Absolutely not. The question is, and the gamble is, will enough come back to support the services that they want to offer? Will they recover their costs with some margin besides? That's the question.
They're questions that remain unanswered for now. Now, the move by Postmedia comes just weeks after the New York Times launched its limited paywall system. Years ago, the Times failed to initiate a hard paywall. That means that's the system when readers must pay to access any articles. Other Canadian publishers are considering the limited paywall system, similar to the TC's. That includes Quebecor, which owns more than 40 newspapers right across the country, Hudson. And Quebecor says information has a cost.
Well, it does. We'll keep providing it for free right here, though.
We will.
Astrid, thank you.
You're welcome.